All right, still journalist hangout. I still have Adewale Adeoye right here, and BKO is also right here on this table. So let's move straight to our next conversation. After months of internal wrangling, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) finally seems to be getting its house in order. Factions within the party have now aligned in support of Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the substantive PDP National Secretary. The move comes after weeks of contention over the position, with the party now projecting a united front. Meanwhile, a PDP chieftain, Kola Ologbondiyan, has accused the ruling All Progressives Congress APC of harassing PDP governors in a bid to force defections. Ologbondiyan made this allegation after President Bola Tinubu intervened in the rift between the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, and the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike. I mean, Adewale, yesterday was a very long day for the PDP. Yeah. I mean, the PDP NEC meeting was held yesterday. Senator Samuel Anyanwu was also affirmed as the National Secretary. But talk to me, can we now say that all is now well with the PDP? Is it safe to say that?
Well, I think what happened yesterday was not a movement backward. At least for the first time since the presidential election. We could see people from both factions coming together to speak with one voice. That, okay, we are affirming. Of course, they don't have any option based on the position of the court or who the PDP secretary should be. They wouldn't have defied what the court of law. But I think and I hope that it's not getting too late. Because the PDP in the past few months, has lost a lot of very important human assets that have crossed to the ruling party. And I believe that in the next few months or few weeks, more who probably have made up, who have decided to cross over to APC, after negotiation and discussions with the APC leadership, it might be too late to bring those people back. But I think that the PDP has done the right thing, what they should have done more than 2 years ago. If they had taken this decision a very long time ago, I think things would have been better for the party. And I also hope that this decision was not taken out of fear of losing certain people, that let's just come together so that we can reconcile, at least for the purpose of the election. So I hope the reconciliation is qualitative, it's not just quantitative. Because if it's just, let's come together because the election is coming, it's not going to endure. So I know they have not resolved a lot of fundamental issues. But at least I think the party has made a step forward. In this country, we need a vibrant opposition. Party. But that opposition party is not just one that cannot even define itself, that cannot even, it cannot even rejig itself. And I also believe that the ruling party should learn from the fate of PDP. At the time, PDP was boasting that you ruled Nigeria for 60 years. It shows that if you are in power, if you don't manage your success very well, no matter how strong you are, no matter how many number of governors you have, how many number of people you have in the National Assembly, managing that success is very important.
Sure.
And it means that you cannot regulate anyone. No matter how you think people are unimportant, they are relevant when it comes to politics. Because the vote of a professor and that of a street boy is the same.
It's the same.
When you are talking about the election. So managing your success is very important. The PDP was not able to manage its success, and that's why it found itself in this situation.
I mean, BKO, at the PDP meeting, do you see it as a genuine way the PDP is reforming itself, or is this just a calm before another bigger storm?
Well, it's difficult to say, but it's significant that they came together. This was, according to Damagum, this was a one-agenda meeting.
Yes, one agenda.
They came to deliberate on their interactions with INEC and then come to some resolution. INEC made it clear from the beginning that any letter, any notice of meeting coming from the party must have the signature of the National Secretary running through it. You can't have a situation in which Damagum alone will sign a notice of meeting. It's against INEC's rules.
So the chairman and the co-sign.
No, yes, they have to co-sign that letter. It's always been the tradition. But some had argued from within the PDP that, look, because we have crisis, because we do not, we have crisis within our party, especially on the matter of national secretary. Therefore, one individual, I mean, the acting, one person should act, which is the deputy secretary. You know, but they came together and resolved that, look, let Anyanwu continue in his capacity, especially given the judgments from the Supreme Court and all that. It's difficult. Those judgments, the judgment from the Supreme Court is even subject to multiple interpretations. So to be on the safe side, which was what I talked about last week, they then said, okay, let us agree for Anyanwu to continue to occupy that position. When they get to NEC or the National Convention of the party, which is the biggest decision-making organ of the party, Anyanwu's fate, along with the fate of others, can be decided. Instead of taking steps that can even compromise the interest of the party, because people want to contest election. There is the FCT council elections, for example. Somebody needs to sign. And if the right person does not sign, the document is invalid. So I think reason prevailed that, okay, let this guy hang on as chairman, as a secretary of the party till when we are going to have our NEC as well as the convention of the party. So all of the governors were in attendance, and they are the most critical stakeholders in the party. The governors agreed that yes, Anyanwu can continue. Before now, when Ilya Damagum, the chairman, decided to bring in Anyanwu, there was bedlam. Even staff of PDP secretariat, who naturally should not even get involved in such matters.
Even did a walkout.
They walked out. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing that they are back to. Now the same Anyanwu to continue. And if you listen to the governor of Bauchi State, is now saying, he described this as the miracle of PDP, that when people think we are down, we can always bounce back, this and that. So the party has to remember its past. And be determined to reclaim its past.
Is this not coming too late?
No, I won't say it's coming too late. The elections are still 2 years, almost 2 years from now. So they still have the opportunity to bounce back. Anything can happen. There can be a lift. You know? But if they don't move now, APC will keep plundering their members. The coalition will keep plundering their members. I was speaking with a very strong PDP member in Katsina State, and he was telling me that PDP, but we are not the ones who kill PDP. He said, a few people not kill PDP. I said, it's not us. What's my own, a journalist, who kill PDP. And I said, okay, what is the future? Are you attending the meeting? He said, no, that is not attending the meeting, that he is going with the coalition. So there are many people like that who are disappointed about the fact that the PDP has not been able to put its house together, and they're already thinking of getting out of the party. Those of them who hate the APC so much, who don't want to hear the APC, they will not join APC.
They'll rather go for the coalition.
The coalition, which has told us that it is going to send President Tinubu packing.
Talking about the accusation, let's look at the accusation by Kola Ologbondiyan. You know, he said that the APC is harassing its governors to defect to the APC. I mean, is there any truth to this?
Well, I think that instead of chasing shadows, you know, the PDP should talk about substance. You know, you can't be... It is the right of the ruling party to recruit more members, to win the next election, to work out the strategy that will ensure that the party wins. So if people are trying to lobby leaders in your party, what are you doing to also lobby people in the APC?
Yes. To bring them to
your own party.
That's another.
Even at the state level, where PDP is in control, what has PDP leaders in those states done? If you are now blaming, okay, APC is the president and other, at the state level, what those leaders in the APC, what have they done to bring in other people into their own party? So you can't just be blaming people. You know, you also have to look inwards. That these contradictions were self-inflicted. Now, even that we are talking about PDP, some members of PDP are already associated with new parties being established. Some of them are already talking about
to strengthen their own.
You know, some of them are already talking about presidential election, even talking about running mate. When the party has not had national convention, there has not been any decision taken. PDP leaders are already talking about who will flag the, parties, be the flag bearer. So the party needs to sit down and look inwards instead of blaming outsiders for its woes. Because if PDP is in power, in fact, if you are saying that the APC is trying to lobby your members, when PDP was in power, it was election was do or die. It's either you join the ruling party or you are in trouble.
Yes.
You are in trouble. A lot of parties
ever said it.
Yeah, they do or die.
Look at what happened to Alliance for Democracy in the whole Southwest. They were humiliated, they were harassed, decimated, decimated physically, So if the party now is what APC is doing is to lobby and negotiate persuasion, it's not better than what the PDP did in the past.
Mikhail, do you actually believe that governors can be pressured to defect to the ruling party? I mean, does Kola Ologbondiyan does he have evidence to prove these accusations?
It is true that governors can be pressured. I won't sit here and say it's not possible.
Okay.
But I really don't think that is the case. I know a governor who on his own has been struggling to go and join the APC. Even when some elements tried to push him back, trying to get him to not come, he still found a way to go to see the president. He's the one who wants to join. Yeah. It's not that they are looking for him. Ologbondiyan, my friend of more than 40 years, he knows that this is the case.
All right, Vicky, we'll just hold that for. We have Alaba Alarakwe calling in. Hello, Alaba, are you still with us? Okay, I think the call.
Ologbondiyan, who my friend Yekoto Akindele will call Ologbondiyan. He knows, and I've warned him that one thing I will not tolerate is
it's to murder people's name.
Especially my friend. My friend of many years that we did A-levels together, you know. We call him Hawk. He too will call me Hawk. There were three of us, you know. I will not tell the story that led to it, but we were at a point even sent packing from school. So he knows that there are governors who on their own want to come and join the party, especially first-time governors who believe that they may not win. You know, there is fear of the ruling party, that the ruling party may deploy resources in such a way. Look at it now. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Because in analyzing politics, we have to look at facts on ground.
Okay.
All of the states that the PDP used to rely on to fund their elections, the governors have defected.
All right.
So where will they find money to do elections?
Okay.
It will hurt their chances. Let's not tell ourselves lies here.
All right. We have Alaba. Alaba is back here. Alaba, thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening to you guys.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Well, I want to congratulate the PDP for finding a way to resolve their issue. But if I have opportunity to ask the PDP, will they truly forgive themselves? Are they forgiving themselves? They need to check themselves very well. If I thought they're forgiving themselves, but because the way I'm seeing the PDP, they've not really forgiven themselves.
No,
they should look for me, the leader of the PDP, to look for the means how to bring Wike and Atiku together. If that can be done, that's when I will know that PDP has really resolved their issue.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Very
valid point.
Very valid.
Have they forgiven the child?
The thing is, as I said earlier, it was a one agenda meeting. Another meeting may not achieve this level of success because people's interests will now come in.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a matter of, oh, Anyanwu, should he continue or should he not continue? People believe that, okay, it's a matter of time, he will soon leave. So it was easy to come together.
Yes.
The BOT, that had been saying, no way, no way, no way, they agreed. People like, I think the governor of Enugu State, you know, who has said that, oh, the Southeast
The Southeast issue, we need to...
Deputy, I mean, because they want to...
Yes.
You know, so, but on this matter, everybody has agreed that, oh, Anyanwu will just be there only for a short while.
Absolutely.
Let him just be there until we hold our neck and our convention. So
all right,
it was easy to agree on that. It's not a major...
The National Convention that will now determine...